trying to connect. It's on, but we'll give it just a few seconds. I'm sure everybody is probably, most people are celebrating with their family this morning already. But Linda, I've got it on.
Okay, I'll be there in a sec.
All right. We just, I'm gonna make sure it's on before Linda comes in here.
So we're wearing reject aprons today, y'all. These are not our regular aprons, but need a little bit more room in mine.
Oh yeah. This is our old white aprons. We still have a few, but we made, when we first got them, we're
testing pins.
We was testing pins, and we messed up on a few of them.
Okay, so have we even said good morning yet?
No, I haven't. I was waiting, giving a few people a time to get on. Did you want to? Was you ready to see it?
Yeah. Let me grab some eggs out of the refrigerator.
All right. Well,
and,
welcome to our page this morning. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We're just filming just a little bit of us stirring around in the kitchen this morning. We're not basically doing anything particular. We're just busy. So, and for the few people that is not celebrating with their family or are busy in the kitchen, we thought we would just entertain a few that's not able to be together with family or something. So,
hi, I'm Linda. Welcome.
And I'm Mary. We're sisters in the kitchen. I was thinking about on the way over here, if y'all wondered why sometimes I say my name before her, because so often when she says her name, my brain automatically repeats what she says, and I'm not Linda. So I got to think.
We know who we are.
I got to thinking about that this morning. I said, we're going to have to, I guess, just always me say my name first, so I won't repeat that I'm Linda.
So happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yes. Yes.
Mary, I was thinking, and I was going to write a post, and I said, why should I write a post? I want to say this live.
Okay.
So, y'all, for the followers and our viewers that have watched us from the beginning, y'all know that we started the Home Cottage Bakery several years ago. In fact, we baked
2018
all of our life. But when we were discussing this Home Cottage Bakery, Mary and I both were still working full time. And when I say full time, when you work from home, honey, let me tell you, you're working 60 to 70 hours a week. They expect you to be on call all the time. They were good jobs, and we loved what we did, but we worked a lot.
We had people out in the field all the time, and you had to keep up with all them people.
Different time zones.
Right.
And you might get calls or texts at 11:30 or 12 o'clock at night, and you had to answer them.
Right.
That was part of our job description. So I wanted something for us to fall back on. So we started this Home Cottage Bakery. We did a lot of weddings and a lot of special events and expos and things, and baked a lot for the locals.
Linda baked more than I did. It was a lot of her baking.
But Mary helped me tremendously, and I couldn't have got through some of those big orders without her. And little Linda even helped.
Yeah, we had to pull in some
because
extra help sometimes.
we were so
Yeah.
busy. In fact, this is the first year in a long time that we haven't baked for the public. But then when we started our videos last summer during COVID, never in our wildest dream did we think that we would have friends around the world.
I know. It's
So,
amazing.
I want to say to y'all, happy Thanksgiving. We love you. We consider you our friends, our extended family, and we are very humbled that y'all follow us, you comment on us, you support us, and it's just amazing.
It is.
Of the few people that that have things that aren't nice to say about us, we've got 100 that says nice things, or even more.
Right.
So we want y'all to know how much we thank you.
And the lady that sent us the package we got yesterday, her last name was Ball, B-A-H-L,
Doris.
Doris. Oh.
And Mary was fixing to leave when we got through. It's very, very busy for us right now, and Mary was going to get home so she could get started on what she was cooking, and we opened the door and there's a package there. And I picked it up, or Mike picked it up and brought it in here to us. And I said, we got to open it. And I'm going to get the pecans and show
Okay.
Mary. So
All
you
right.
can go ahead and tell.
Anyway, we opened it and there was 6 bags of pecans. Some of them over a pound a package of shelled pecans. And there was 3 little pecans on top of the box. Little bitty ones.
When I first saw the pecans
Yeah.
in the package, I told Mary, I said, these are native pecans. And for those of you who doesn't know what that means that they are they're
Small.
native to the area,
They're
or
small.
Texas calls them,
Yeah.
we call them native pecans. Molly planted trees in her backyard at the farm when we were little girls,
Mm-hmm.
and they produce now. But if you have never picked out a native pecan or picked them up, I'm telling you, they are a pistol to pick
I
out.
hated picking out the pecans.
They are
and the-
so hard to pick
Little.
out, and this sweet
I know.
friend picked the pecans up,
out of her
cracked
yard.
each one at a time with a hammer. She didn't have a
Yes.
pecan sheller or pecan cracker. She cracked these pecans one at a time and picked these out and mailed them to us.
Over 6 pounds. It brought tears.
Mary and I both were crying.
We both cried because her little letter of just the comments that she had made and about how much she loved us and felt like that we were family to her. It was just so heartwarming. It touched us so much because we know we've tried to I hated picking
They're
out because
hard.
they are hard to do, and to think that this lady, and she's almost our age,
Yes, she-
did this for us. It was just so much love. It was just brought tears to our eyes.
So we just picked up the phone, called her.
We sure
We
did.
called her and talked to her, and it was so sweet to get
It
to talk to
was.
her.
It was.
So Doris, happy Thanksgiving to you from us and from our
Yes.
family. We love you, and things like that on bad days when people are
Being ugly.
are dissing us and saying ugly things and rude remarks. That makes it all
Yes, it
worthwhile.
does. We read those comments. We know when they're being ugly to us, and we try not to let it bother us. But in the back of our minds, we want to please everybody. But we
You
just
can't
can't
do it.
We can't.
And y'all know how I am.
Yeah.
You know,
She'll vocalize.
you
it.
don't back me in a corner. I am not a high-tempered person, but you don't back me in a corner and say something about my mama or say something about my family. This woman the other day was, acting like we were embellishing Mama's story, and it just totally hit me the wrong way.
No.
So anyway,
We don't add to Mama's story. We don't exaggerate.
if anything, we didn't tell it as bad as it was at times. But anyway, on with the good stuff. So thank you, Doris. Every time we use these pecans,
Yes.
we're going to think of you, and I will
Yes.
guarantee you not one morsel will go wasted.
Right.
They won't.
Thank you. All of our followers are so sweet. We just feel the love from y'all, and it just means the world to us. So what are we going to be doing this morning,
we're-
Linda? We're
we're
actually going to be cooking something.
Yeah, we're going to put this dressing together. I've got
Okay.
the broth heating, and I've
Okay.
got the cornbread crumble. If you
Okay.
want to,
I'll let me wash my hands.
if you want to whisk up some eggs,
Okay.
and I'm thinking that we're going to need more than one container for this dressing.
Yeah, we probably will.
We got the
'cause that's a
oven
lot of
on.
cornbread you got there.
And we're using, we're going to use our enamel cast iron containers. I don't want to crush your bacon, so I'm going to move it just
Okay.
over here just a little bit.
Well, I can.
It's fine. It's fine.
Now, are
This
you
is my
through with
water,
the eggs?
right?
Yes. Now, are you through with the eggs?
Do you want more than 3 in there?
No, I think 3 will be enough.
Okay.
You
Yes,
want
I'm
me to
through
put the
with
eggs
them.
up?
Yes, please. So I'm going to bring the broth over here, Mary. If you don't mind to
Bring
it's
what?
hot in this kitchen. If you don't mind to whisk the eggs,
Okay.
and I'm going
Okay.
to pour some cornbread in
Okay.
there, and I'll bring the broth over here, and then I'll have to wash my hands too. So
Okay.
yesterday I cooked 2 big skillets, 10-inch skillets of cornbread. Big
That
skillets.
cornbread looks good too, Linda.
And for those of y'all, and it's probably too late now, but we've done videos on dressing. Mary's
Right,
done one, and
right.
I've done one. We do ours just a tad different, but they're both delicious. And we season this after we crumble our cornbread
Yes,
and let
yes,
it set.
yes.
And just another tip, and we've told y'all this before, cornbread crumbles a lot easier when it's cold.
I'm just mixing up 3 eggs here.
And I'll just put
And that's just regular cornbread. You don't cook onions in your cornbread, do you, Linda? I do. That's the difference. We do ours a little bit different. I cut up a bunch of onions and put in my cornbread and cook it.
And you know
with
what, Mary?
onions
I'm
in
going to go ahead and turn this burner on.
Okay.
And I'm going to, we've got 6.5 pounds of potatoes, and I'm going to fill this
All
with
right,
water.
there's your eggs.
And start, you can go ahead and start putting some cornbread in there if you want to, Mary. I just want to get this
In the
started.
pot. You want to go ahead and put it in your pot?
I want to get this started. So, you know my little board I was looking for the other day?
Uh-huh. You
It
find
was in
it?
the refrigerator. And here I was accusing Mike of doing something with it. It was
Okay,
in the
that's all I'm going to
refrigerator.
put in there for right now until
Okay.
we get it stirred up. Because I don't want to overdo it.
Now,
Now, do you put cream of chicken soup in yours?
I've got it in the broth.
Okay.
So I want all of this in.
In this?
Well, if we're going to do 2 pans,
Not
you
put all of
put
it?
a little bit in
And what this is this celery in
It's
this?
celery and onion, and it's
Celery
cooked
and
in the
onion.
microwave in a
Okay.
can of chicken broth. I don't like celery and onions in my gravy.
Okay, I'll save just a little bit for
So-
this pan in case.
I'll
Make
do that
another one.
separate.
All right, and you got some broth coming?
Yes, I'm fixing to bring it to you in
Okay,
just a
so
second
this
here.
was celery. Okay. You want me to go ahead and put the eggs in it? The broth is not hot, is it?
It's not hot, it's warm.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the eggs in here and
Okay.
and put it with the cornbread so that we can get it mixed up so it won't be like adding eggs to hot broth.
And we're gonna come back when we get the table, when we get the food on the table. We're gonna come back and show them, Mary.
Okay.
What
Right.
we're
We're gonna mix this up and the cornbread's gonna be cooking off camera, but we'll come back when all of our lunch is ready to be served on the table. We're gonna come back and do a short video and show you a display of what we have all together after it's been cooked.
So
And the reason for putting these raw eggs in here is kind of makes it
tender.
it puts
Fluffs
it
it up.
together. You know, it
It's
makes
a binder.
That's what I'm trying to come
A
up
binder.
with. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome. Okay, that's just barely warm, so I don't
Okay,
think
it's
it's
fine.
gonna.
Yeah, it's
I don't
fine.
think it's
It
gonna-
doesn't matter if it cooked the eggs now. I just didn't want to cook it in one big block. This is this just
It's-
chicken broth?
It's chicken broth. It's cream of chicken, and some of the Tone's chicken base.
Now this is a 2-cup
Yeah.
container.
And we may need more broth than that, but if we do, we can fix some more.
I'm gonna stir it up a little bit
And
now.
I got the oven on 375.
I'm so excited this morning. I'm gonna get to see little Kinley
I know.
and Bradley. They're on their way. They left really early this morning because the baby she nurses the baby and they have to stop when the baby needs feeding, so they have to stop. So it's going to make a long trip for them. It's a 6-hour trip from their house to Linda's house, and then you have to account for all the stops that they have to make.
So Mary's got a beautiful corn casserole. She's cooked a ham. She fixed that cranberry cauliflower salad, broccoli cauliflower sour. I don't know salad. I don't know what the name of it is. I can't even talk. And we have the rolls, and we're getting ready to cook our potatoes for mashed potatoes and making gravy. We have a turkey and a ham. We have glazed carrots, and we're going to do home-style green beans, homemade cranberry sauce.
Let's get this so that you
Okay.
can see what I'm doing.
Sorry.
That's all right.
And you fixed a chocolate pie. Whoops. A chocolate pie,
Pecan
a
pie.
pecan pie, and
We
we
got
have
pound cake.
a coconut pound cake and carrot cupcakes or carrot little mini cakes, and sweet tea and unsweet tea, and we got chocolate milk for Bradley. And what else do we have?
Oh goodness, I done lost.
Well, I said cranberry sauce. I guess that's it.
That's enough.
I think that's it.
Linda, I was going to tell you what Bradley said the other day. He was talking to his pawpaw, Carla's husband, and Art, that's Carla's husband, said, Bradley, is your little sister, Kendi, is she getting big? He said, no, Paw, it takes a long time to get big. He's getting anxious because she's not big enough to play with
He wants to play with her. Yeah. Little babies just about sleep and eat. That's not what they do.
Linda, what, I don't know.
You think the rest of it may go in?
It might. Well, it depends on how long. It's going to take it longer to cook if we put the rest of it in here. I don't know that it'll hold all of it.
Well, do you want to just go ahead and put it in the other skillet just to be sure?
Yeah,
and it won't take as long to cook then.
Okay.
Okay. So you probably need another egg then, don't you?
I will. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. I'll grab another egg.
I'm gonna. We could probably get the rest of this in here. I'm gonna put a little bit more in here.
I could probably get a smaller container than that, but
that's okay. This
I already had that one out.
That's okay.
I'll just get a cup for you to beat that in.
All right. Well, I done put the bowl over there, hadn't I?
Yeah.
And the whisk too. I get ahead of myself.
Fork.
Huh?
Just
a fork would be fine. That's what we used to beat them with anyways, a fork instead of the little whisk that we have now.
I'll get this water boiling. I'll put the lid on it.
We had some cornbread left. Now this right here probably could use a little bit more juice.
Okay. We got plenty. We need more. My to-do list, I've been marking it off. Mike got up at 5 this morning and he had all my potatoes peeled when I came in here. He peeled all my sweet potatoes. Oh, sweet potatoes. I forgot that. Okay. And deviled eggs. Those are two things we didn't mention.
We had more cornbread made, Linda did, than what we want to put in this one. Actually, it would all fit in here, but it's going to take longer for the cornbread to cook, so we're just going to make a separate dish. We're just afraid that it would.
Yeah, we're on a time schedule, and we don't want to be waiting on something to cook.
All right, here's the rest of. I tell you what, let me go ahead and put this in here. We can move that.
Okay.
The more juice you put in here, the longer it takes to cook. So I'm trying not to overdo it. Yeah, those eggs will thicken it up.
And I'm gonna put a little bit of black pepper on the top of that.
Okay. Are you gonna have you got sage in this? Do you put sage in
I've
or
got
not?
sage in the cornbread.
In the cornbread.
Yes.
Okay. So see, that's something different. I don't put my sage in the cornbread.
And I didn't want to put any more
That's
because
okay.
I didn't want it to be too strong.
Okay, that's fine. Now, do you want the pepper left on top, or you want me to?
Yeah,
You do.
I want it on top.
Okay.
I like to see it.
All right. So this is our cornbread dressing,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put the rest of this celery and onions. Okay, we got all that in there. Now we're gonna put some broth in this one.
And I got the candied sweet potatoes in the oven, Mary.
Ooh, I love that. I smell them candy potatoes. I love candy sweet potatoes. I'm not so sure how much. I think that may be enough. Because this wasn't a lot of cornbread left.
Yeah.
We could have put it in that pan, but it would have took it at least 30 more minutes
Yeah,
to
it would have
cook.
took it longer. And we want to have, we're not having that big of a crowd here today, but
It's going to be just fine.
we want to make
Yes.
sure we send Little Linda
Little
food
Linda,
for at least a couple of meals.
yeah, Little Linda is better. She is much better, but because little Kinley's coming, the baby, and two, she thinks about us too.
What's your phone?
I was just
You
trying
want me to move it?
I was just trying to let you get in the picture,
Sorry.
in the camera. Linda don't want to be around me and Linda for another a couple of days, and the baby being here, and she cried when she found out Kinley's
I know,
coming
I hate
because
it so bad.
she wanted to be here so bad to see the baby, but she thinks more of the baby because she's had Linda has had sinusitis and bronchitis. That's what she's had.
She's
both
been
of them.
very sick.
And she's been very sick, and she would not. She said they may not catch it. It's not contagious, but if you know, you never know. It being a baby, And so she said, if that baby got sick, I'd blame myself for it, or one of us got sick. So
She
she's
would.
just gonna stay at home and watch our video, and I'm gonna take her a plate of everything we've had. So she'll just have to get through this Thanksgiving without the family. But she knows she's loved.
Yeah, she does.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you think that's ready to go in the
Yes,
oven?
I do. Now this is thin. I really got a lot in it, but that's all right. We're not going to necessarily be waiting on this one.
No, this may be the overflow
Yeah,
from
right.
our other, and I'll go ahead and put this in the oven.
So, and y'all did see now the dressing is thin. It's very thin when you put it in the oven, and the thinner it is, the longer it takes to cook. But you don't want a dry dressing. I don't know if you ever go to dinner where there's lots of people and different people making the dressing. Have you ever dug into the dressing and it'd be so dry? Well, that's because it was either overcooked or didn't have enough of broth in it.
Mary, I'm
Yes.
gonna give you a spoon
Okay.
and let you put some of that
All right. We're through with the chicken broth now. I'll put it over here.
syrup on top of them.
Okay. Have you got the syrup made?
It's in the pan.
Oh, okay. So you just want me to,
Yeah, I just
To-
want to kind of like your,
Yeah. I know, and that's hot. You
Yeah.
got that on a mat, don't you?
Yeah, it's on that.
Okay.
So what we're doing is there's
I need
plenty
it-
of
I
syrup
need it
in
closer
here.
to me.
Here, let me grab another hot holder.
Yeah, please. You need something, yeah. Thank you. Put it closer to me. I don't want to strobe
So this is
sugar. Don't
Let's
these look
see.
good? Oh, I love candy sweet potatoes. Now what she does is she boils these. But do not overcook them or they'll come all to pieces.
And you notice mine
I
didn't.
know,
I was
I
very,
know.
very,
You're
very careful with it.
Right. And
And
then
I drained them.
Go ahead, you tell them how you
And
do
then
it.
I put just a little bit of vegetable oil in my nonstick skillet. And I had to do 2 skillets because it was too much to go in one. You don't want to crowd them. And then I browned them on all sides. And that means turning each one about 3 or 4 times. And then I drained them again. I told y'all I'm very particular.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
a
want
long
grease
pro-
floating in there.
It's a long process, but it is well worth it.
And then you make this sugar syrup to go over it. It's got maple syrup in it. You smell that maple?
I do.
And then I sprinkle cinnamon on it, and then you bake them in the oven.
And all this sugar syrup that I'm just dousing over them, it's just gonna help candy them, because that's basically what it is. It's candy sweet potatoes.
Now, if you cook your syrup too long, it'll just be like a candy apple.
Right.
You cannot cook it too
And
long.
if you don't have enough of syrup in here, it's really gonna candy, and it'll stick to your
Yeah.
pan and burn. So you want enough syrup that it will kind of almost boil that sugar flavor, the syrup flavor throughout your potatoes. If you put the potatoes in a long dish and you just one layer them, they will
Yeah.
crisp really
Yeah.
really crispy.
Yeah.
You can't cook them as long if you do that.
But I use this half pan
right.
here from Sam's to cook them in, mostly because of oven space.
Yes.
You know, instead of cooking them on a baking
Yeah.
sheet where they were single layer.
But you can't cook them as long if you do it on a single
No,
layer,
you can't.
because they
look good,
will,
don't they?
oh, they look delicious, absolutely divine. And I'm just doing kind of like you do a ham. You put the syrup
Like you're
in
glazing it. Yeah.
and you just do it till you think you done it enough.
And you notice that she's not picking up these potatoes because
No.
we don't want them to tear up.
No,
She's just doing the spoon in there. She's saying no. She knows I don't want them tore up.
hey,
I know my sister.
hey, there's another thing I was thinking about on the way over here. all through our cooking, we're so much alike, but we're so much different too. And I was just thinking about the many times that I messed up Linda's dishes because we just do things different. And then there's a few times when we first started that she didn't do it like I normally do it. But you know what? We don't get mad at one another.
No.
We just respect each other.
It still tastes good.
Yeah. It's food, and it's no point in getting upset at one another if we do it wrong. But I do like to please her, and she does me too. So I try my best not to mess up something she done. I messed up on, what was it I done the other day? Oh, it was sprinkling that cinnamon. That's still on my mind.
Oh, my
I've never
goodness.
sprinkled cinnamon on cupcakes before, and I just got too much on them.
Well, first of all, the big cupcakes were too warm, and I iced them, and the ice and every bit of it came off. So what did I do? I took my little scraper, and I just scraped it all off, and I made some more icing, and I redone them. So anyway, y'all will see them when we show our food. When we get everything set.
I think I pretty well diced them good.
So let me get the oven door open,
Okay.
and I'll get this over here, and we got water almost boiling.
Okay. I was going to get them a close-up picture if I could with it.
Oh, with the potatoes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these are delicious.
You just kind of cut them in long strips.
This is my mama made over. I mean, mama, we never had a get together that she didn't have these candy sweet potatoes. And for those of you who are wondering, this is in our recipe, in our cookbook.
Yeah, it is. So do you need some help getting that in the oven?
No, I got it. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Well, let me pull the camera around and show them what all we got in the oven.
Okay, it's full. If I ever
Let me get it.
have the opportunity, I want a kitchen with 2 ovens in it.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
It sure would. And
So we got an oven full.
I doubt that ever happens, but it sure would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
would.
Not being pessimistic, just being realistic.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I like to have, but I am blessed. I am thankful for what I've got. I don't have nothing nice or fancy, but I thank God is paid for, and I'm blessed in so many ways.
There's a lot of people that have fucking fancy homes, and there is nothing wrong with that.
No.
I believe.
I admire people that have
I believe
nice
that God
homes.
blesses people and prospers people. The way we look at it, we live in humble homes. They're old, they're not new. You know, you see my counter here, it's got a Formica counter on it. But that's how we grew up.
It
wasn't important to us.
No, it's not. It's family and love. Did you read that post that Charles put on Facebook this morning? I'm gonna get my phone, my other phone,
and read it. Okay,
Yes.
and I'll get this over here. And
Yes.
I got the timer set. Yeah.
I talked to I talked to Edward this morning, my younger brother, and I talked to Linnell, Charles's wife, this morning. And Linnell and Charles, their family is having Thanksgiving at their daughter's new home. They have been building on this house for 2 years? It's huge. And they're having their first Thanksgiving in their new home. And what do you call that thing, Linda? That they built it themselves.
Well, it's eco-friendly. Tell them what they did. They went to
Arkansas. Was it Tennessee? It was somewhere. They went and tore down piece by piece this big. What do you call that thing, Linda?
Some kind of.
It was like a dome. It was a big old round.
It almost looked like an airplane hangar.
Yeah,
and
it was huge. They tore it down. My brother and Grace and her husband and Charles, his other 2 sons, several people went up there. The whole family went up there and tore it apart and came back down, and they poured the concrete slab, and they put this thing together. We'll have to show you some videos sometimes of it. It is magnificent. I mean that you talking about a dream home. She has got more storage space, and it is beautiful.
And she built it.
They did it themselves.
They built it
absolutely themselves.
Salvage with estate sales, garage sales.
Yes. Yeah, they went to all kind of auctions, and it's everything in it is refurbished refurbished. They redone it, remodeled it. We'll just got to show you a video of it sometime. So I wanted to. I just wanted to read you what my brother put on here this morning. If I can find it. You know, I'm not good at these phones.
And I'm just getting these potatoes cut so we can put them in there while you're doing that.
Okay. It was first thing this morning, so I may have to go through a little piece. Linda, is a way that I can bring his...
Key in his name in the search bar, Charles.
Okay.
And you should be able to find it that way.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. This is what my brother put on Facebook. Some of you can see it if you're friends of ours, but once it's not, this is for my older brother. He said, we, especially my family, have so much to be thankful for. I am thankful to God for his many blessings. We are not rich, we are not poor, but we have everything we have need of, so I suppose you could say we are rich. We have love, food, home, family, health, and all the creature comforts a man could ever ask for. We sleep warm in the wintertime and cool in the summertime. Today, being Thanksgiving, there will be more food than you could possibly eat. Linnell has been cooking for days along with all the other family. No one in our family, to my knowledge, has ever went to bed hungry. We are a hard-working, honest family.
Amen.
I don't know why God has so richly blessed us, but to him I give the thanks. May everyone who reads this be blessed this day. I feel like I could write a book on all his blessings. That's our brother. And we're just so thankful. Our whole family has lots of love to give. And
Mary, it's very typical of Charles to write that. And this morning while I was in the bathroom getting ready, Edward, our youngest brother, called. And it's just, you know, it didn't surprise me. He'd already called Mary, and then he was fixing to call Charles. And
well, I called him, but that's...
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Which is I don't call Edward very often. I should. It's just I'm so busy, and when I do call, sometimes he doesn't answer because he's outside working.
Yeah, Edward is and Charles too.
Yeah, both of them works all the time. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, I interrupted you. We may have to cook these potatoes in 2 cookings.
Okay, well we'll see. I think you can get them. That's a big pot. We're cooking them in the 9-quart pot.
Yeah.
Now, what was she saying? I interrupted you. You probably done forgot.
That wasn't important,
I'm
but
sorry.
that's okay. But it just goes to show you that we may be miles apart, but we're always close in heart with all of us. And because we grew up being taught to be thankful, it's just like y'all have heard me say before, Molly always said, no matter what you've got now or haven't got, we've all got more than what we used to have.
That's right. That's right. And we're so blessed.
While Mama always had nice appliances, Daddy always saw to that she had a nice refrigerator and a nice stove.
Wished
and
I
she had a
this
nice sewing machine. Of course, a lot of our stuff got burned up in the house, but even after then, every time Mama would have a baby, Daddy would buy Mama either a piece of furniture or a new appliance.
And you know what? That made me think when you said that about every time you have a baby. Every time I had a baby, my husband went and bought me a brand new car. Every time.
Aww.
And I just, you know, he didn't know. I didn't tell him about where it was with Mom and Daddy. But that's what every time he'd say, well, we need another car. We're gonna go get, and he'd go buy it off the showcase window. I mean, but my husband, I think about him a lot, miss him.
Yeah,
Bobby was a family man. He was a family man.
He sure was. He was a family man.
He loved my family. And when he got sick, he wasn't able to be around with all the get-togethers. Of course, we had a lot of them at my house, and he was there. And he might not come out very often. He would stay in his bedroom because he was sick, and he didn't want nobody to see he had things all over his skin and everything. But he loved my family. I mean, he supported me in everything I ever wanted to do for the family. So.
Okay, Mary, we're going to have to cook it in 2 cookings, but I'd rather do that than crown the boiler. later.
Okay, that's fine.
And what time is it?
It
said we
is
were going-
25 to 11. And in case you just joined us, we just put dressing in the oven, and we done candied candy sweet potatoes. And this is one of our old aprons. We do have a few of them, but I don't know if you can tell, they're not as wide
they're a
this
little
way.
smaller,
They're a
yeah.
little bit smaller than the pink ones that we have. We got pink and white like the big ones, but these we only have the white in. No, we had some beige ones in this, didn't we?
Yeah.
But anyway, these are some that we made a mess of. We signed our name on one of them, and the ink was bad, so we're wearing rejects this morning. But I like these aprons, Linda. I like this.
Yeah,
It's
they're
got that drawstring,
Yeah, they're different.
but they're smaller.
Okay.
And since I lost a little bit of weight, it fits me a little bit better.
I guess we can put the cranberry sauce in our
Okay,
bowls,
okay.
and then maybe we
Okay.
can
Linda's got the table real pretty.
see if the whole thing.
It's kind of dark in here. You need a light.
Oh, I don't have that other light on.
No.
I hadn't even noticed that.
Yeah, that's better.
Let me
I
get-
just noticed it myself that the light wasn't on. And it's so cloudy. It rained all the way here this morning.
So that one is your bowl, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Which
put
one you want me to put in it?
which one's the biggest?
I don't know. They look about the same. This may be a little bit bigger. It's got because the bottom of it's wider than this
Okay,
one.
then
So which one you
let's
want me
put-
That
let's
one.
put
Then
this,
that one.
yeah.
Okay.
Put that
All
on
right.
that. So
Okay.
the reason we have two different kinds is Mike doesn't like the skins. So
You want me to?
kind of mix it up. So I've got some that's been strained with a
This is-
receiver.
This is homemade. Linda
Yes.
made the fresh cranberry. And this here doesn't have the
whole berries.
the whole berries.
It's
I'm
strained.
not going to chop it all up
Okay.
because you want little chunks.
This is good stuff.
Oh, I know it. You make great cranberry sauce.
And these both are double batches.
Now, did you you done cranberry sauce on the
I did,
video?
yeah, we
So if
have
you want
this-
the recipe to this, it's on our. Well, we actually didn't give the recipe. It's but you seen the measure. You can see the measurements that she put on here. Now, do you want this spoon left in here?
No, I'll get
Okay.
another one. We got to get our utensils out a little bit, but
Okay.
we'll just.
I'm
put
getting excited. I'm getting so excited.
Me too.
Get to see little Kinley. Miranda put on Facebook last night, I think it was. She said, well, I got little Kinley 3 Thanksgiving outfits ready and 3 bows to match, and 2 bows each outfit to match. And little Bradley, she bringing him 2 outfits. And she said that she didn't, well, Bradley, he doesn't spit up like the baby does, so she brought him an extra outfit. And this was like 11 o'clock last night, and she said, I've still got to do my hair, I still got to do my packing, and she didn't have nothing new to wear, she said, but she said, that's the way a mama does, and that's true. She has learned from us.
That's
The
a mama.
kids comes first. That's one, Miranda is one child that has really matured. She has really matured and beautiful young lady and mother, but she don't think of herself first. She thinks of those kids, and then
That's a typical mama.
it is.
Okay,
So,
so
this is extra.
I'm gonna put this back in the
Aren't they? Isn't
refrigerator.
this beautiful? This is the one without the berries, and this is the one with the berries. And Linda, what is this? This whole thing in here?
That's an orange.
An orange.
That's just to designate
Okay.
the difference. In them.
Okay.
So
So she's
they'll
got
know.
part of an orange because she cooked it with orange. You
Yeah.
put orange juice in this one? Or
Not orange juice, a real
Orange,
orange.
yeah.
I squeeze the juice and
Yeah.
then I actually put the orange in it, and it has some of the
Okay.
the good Coringe cinnamon in it.
Okay.
And we'll get some little spoons to put in here with it.
Okay.
So
All right, we just put this in this little tray. It's just a little stand we put it on.
So, we'll be back. It's going to be a while. We've got to get our potatoes and our green beans and our gravy made,
Yeah.
and get our meat transferred to platters and get our rolls done and get everything set up. So we'll be back after a while and show y'all the table
Right.
before we start to eat.
Okay.
And maybe they'll get a little peek of Kinley and Bradley.
Yeah, that's right. They'll be here. Like y'all get to see Kinley and Bradley,
Carla.
of course, and Carla. Yes.
And anybody else that wants to be on it. Miranda wants to be on camera, we'll let her on it. And anyway, Chuck's coming.
Yeah, Chuck's coming. And like I say, little Linda can't come because of her. She's trying to stay away from the baby. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in with us this morning. I'm so blessed to have my sister
Yes, we are.
that we're getting to spend together one more time. You know,
Every time I read a post where somebody says they've lost their sister, tears come to my eyes because we know what it is to have sisterly love. And I'm going to tell you, there is nothing like it.
Yeah,
There is nothing like it.
That's right.
And for people that don't have it, it's just, it
if you got a sister, my
breaks your
goodness,
heart.
whatever
Yeah.
the difference is between you, put it aside. There, you just be thankful that you've still got a sister living, and just give her a call or a
and
brother.
Don't wait till it's
Don't
too
wait,
late.
because then it is going to be too late. So just love. Forget the differences. Linda and I, we have our differences. We don't think a lot alike on some things. I mean, we are a lot alike, but more than normal, we're a lot alike. But we do have some differences, and so we don't. No way we would let something stand
No,
between us.
absolutely
no
not.
way. No way.
So we love y'all, and we'll be back in a little while to show y'all our table before we sit down and get everything all messed up with the food. And hope that y'all are having a great Thanksgiving. If you're not, and you're just browsing through Facebook, well, join us back again a little bit. So thank you very much, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Count your blessings.
Count your blessings.
Today
Bye.
and always.
Bye
Bye.
bye. All right, we'll wait a few minutes. Make sure they see the ending. Now you want this one on the table too? Or
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm just.
we'll set it on the other end down there.
This is extra here.
And then I'll start helping you put whatever we need to on the table.
Okay, so we're going to get the potatoes, I guess.